Hello everybody, welcome to Tpull's Corner. We are going to start by looking at the starter decks. We got these a little bit ago, but without much fanfare. I don't think Wizards of the Coast made an announcement on the webpage, but they introduced these 10 Premades to us a while back during Midweek Magic, and there's sort of good news, bad news. Let me go in to the deck I'm going to play today called Charging Ahead. And I think it kind of depends on your frame of reference on what's exactly going to be good about this and what's going to be bad. But these are not modern standard legal. They're good in alchemy and historic because they added some alchemy cards. And so for the first time, we can't go into the regular modern with these 10 premades and have fun. We have to, if we want to play these premade decks, we need to play them in alchemy, which I don't know. I'm not a big fan of. Maybe they still think alchemy needs support. Maybe they're trying to bump up participation in that format. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it because it might result in us ignoring a lot of these pre-made decks. But I'm going to go ahead and play through them. I do want to identify right now. Here's 3 Elysian Caryatids. It's a very common card. I'm used to playing with this one. It's an arena card. And it's a mono dork. It adds 1 mana of any color. And if you get a creature with power 4 or greater, you add 2 instead. It's a very useful card. That's one of the cards that you can't play it in Modern Standard right now. Another one is Atomical Phoenix. This is an alchemy card because when it dies at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can pay X in red. And if you do, you return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. And this has got the perpetually. Whenever it dies, it perpetually gets +2/+2. So the perpetual is in alchemy a digital only kind of thing that the computer can keep track of a lot faster and easier than we can. So that's the second card. So that's 4 cards. We've also got a copy of Ogre Battle Driver. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +2 and gains haste until end of turn. And we've got Volcanic Dragon, which is an arena card. For 6 mana, you got a 4/4 flying dragon with haste. So that's it. You got 4 creature cards, 6 cards total, and that's the only thing that means you can't play this in Modern Standard. So if you like the rest of the deck, you could just take out those 6 cards, export it to your deck list, and go ahead and replace them with something else that you think will fit. So you can convert these easy enough. So that's why I don't think the bad news is all that bad. If you don't like alchemy, if you don't want to get into alchemy, just take those 6 cards, take them out, put in something better, and go to town. And I'm not going to make suggestions on those today, just because there's been so much else going on. I haven't had time to do my research. But I'm just going to go into alchemy, and I'm going to go ahead and play these. And I'm sort of going to rip the Band-Aid off, because I think Charging Head is the one deck that I like the least out of the 10 new ones. And in your starter decks, you're going to have 5 others. Those are kind of like the 5 premades that you got when you signed up, and I think they're always there. I don't know if you're brand new and you sign up today if they'll give you those. I think they do, because I think they're part of the sort of onboarding process, and they'll train you with those decks. Still, possibly. So you're always going to have those 5 available to you, and then they'll switch out the 10 premades every now and then when enough time goes by and we get new expansions. So 3 tapped cards, so it doesn't matter what I start with. And these, I guess we keep for the kicker, so we can keep putting down the tapped. Playing a 1 for a 1/1 is not necessarily worth it. If it's kicked, it comes out as a 3/3. I don't know. Let's see. So we would need 4 to put that out. Here we would need 3, so we can actually put this out now. So we can kick this. It doesn't come. The land doesn't come into your hand. Or into the battlefield tapped, it just comes into your hand. I don't want another tapped one, actually. I want some options here for a change. Whether it's a chance at Cosmic Hunger or just kicking the Branch Rider. This type of ramp, all it does is put a land in your hand, though. It doesn't necessarily help you get ahead on the field, so this is one of the problems I have with these Dominaria United cards, especially for the red and green with the green kickers, it doesn't necessarily help you get way ahead on lands. Unless they run out and you're just filling your hand with land. So we'll put that down. He could pump up the creature. So what if we go ahead and kick this now? It's got haste. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with it. Are you going to take the damage? They're going to double block. Okay. That's good, because I want to get rid of electrostatic infantry anyway. That's a fair trade in my mind. That thing can pump up way better than I can pump up with it. This takes me 3 energy just to get a +2 every time. This is permanent +1/+1 counters. Okay, they tapped out. So, again, we kick it. I think we just place that down. We don't do any attacks. They can just sit there and throw direct damage at our face and do extra damage with the Flamesmiths. Aha! Is that worth running an attack on us? It's not. They don't want to do that. So, let's just get rid of you. And we'll get rid of you. And we'll attack with the 3/3. I'm not sure if his deck is firing on all cylinders, because this is based on needing some instants and sorceries. They haven't really... They cast an enchantment instead of an instant or a sorcery so far. Okay, there, finally we got something. This is one of the newer cards from Wilds of Eldraine. If you bargain, it can do extra damage, but they only need 2, so it's going to exile the card, which is fine, because I don't really want to bring that back from the graveyard anyway. But they didn't really bargain with Torch the Tower, so they don't get the extra damage, they don't get to scry 1. They just use it as a regular 2-mana burn spell. Okay, here we go. We bring this puppy down. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. I do have 2 mana saved up in case they have one of those where you have to pay 2 or more, or 2 more additional mana. Oh, they've got it. Okay, I guess I'm just attacking then. They had it ready. But it wasn't a legendary spell, so the ring doesn't tap them. I was hoping to get rid of one of those enchantments. If what they've got is just a bunch of counterspells, that may be enough. Let's see. Okay, that gets through. So now we can block if they don't have removal. And if Battle Driver stays, the Dragon Whelp's going to be a nice addition. Because we can haste it and we can pump it up as soon as we come in. If Rat becomes blocked, gets +2, that's fine. They do not attack, and we are going to. Comes 4/3, comes 5/3, comes 6/3. We attack with... Why not 2 of them? We take it. Unless they can do... That's what, 8 points? They need to do 4 more? I just need not to block the Tattered Ratter because I don't need the Battle Driver to die. If they had a a creature with 2 power and haste, that would do it, right? That would just kill me. So we're not decisively overpowering these people. They've still got enough setup with 2 of these enchantments. Create a sorcerer roll. That's not enough. You can't do anything to stop the dragon whelp. You tapped out. Where's all your instants and sorceries? You only had 2 instants and sorceries. I'm playing out of the 10 decks. This is the one that I won with the least. I feel like I shouldn't be winning. It feels wrong when I win with this deck. I will blame my opponent's poor deck building skills on that one. Mastery gem. Okay, let's take a side trip real quick. Some people like this, some people don't. You can always skip ahead if you don't like it. I just want to see where I am on the mastery tree. I used all my gems to get the mastery pass. I usually manage to get just enough gems. I do a couple of quick drafts. Dragon Mantle Sleeve. Set as default. I like that one. That looks cool. I do like the dragons. Let's go do another one. And so I'm kind of open to suggestions if you want to upgrade this deck. We had the Ogre Battle Driver we actually used to win. Let's see if we can find some of the other cards that are to be used only in the Alchemy format. And let's do it different. Let's just put down a Haster, a 1/1. Just hit him right off the bat. Just to mix it up. They'll think we're just a complete haste kind of deck. What is this? Whenever you draw your second card. Oh, I don't have any green. I have no green. What am I going to do? It would have been perfect to have some green. I could have taken care of that. Now they have a 3/3. Gross. That comes in tapped. That does not help me. Bass Song. Draw 2, discard 2. Okay, so they create the token. Whenever they create the token, they get that puppy. Okay, so I think I need to do this and get rid of you. And we'll take the Rampaging Raptor. That looks great. And then in the meantime, are they going to create another token? They can just bring stuff from their graveyard back into their library. Let's do it this way. The extra token now. They kind of know I'm going to do the Rampaging Raptor, right? Don't want to waste that card if we can help it. They just throw away a land. If they can shuffle stuff in, I guess they're getting useful cards they want to keep. Are they going to bother to shuffle their land in, or will they decide they don't need it? Okay, they destroy more stuff. I can't play that one, so I guess I'm doing that one. They just get second Prince Imrahil. And I missed a land drop. They're down to 11. I don't think they're ready to chump block, right? They kind of need that. I have Trample. I lose my Epic Confrontation. They don't know I have a couple of other battle spells, though. Okay, so now they get 7 energy, though. They leave the land, and they even leave Prince Imrahil the Fair. It's legendary, so they don't need a second one, right? and they just play yet another bass song. That's kind of got an infinite kind of thing going on, right? Because they could just shuffle their bass songs back into their deck over and over. They throw away a Bilbo because they've got yet another Bilbo already. They're getting a lot of creatures on here. Okay, so what do we want to do against these? If we just attack. Are you going to take it? Are you? And what do we want to fight next? That lets them draw and discard. Draw into again. They only discard one card, so it's a net gain. They're making land drops and tossing land away. So I think they're happy with that. They're happy with that aspect of it. So maybe they'll get a couple of those creatures back. Another Fear Fire Foes card. So this is a lot of Lord of the Rings cards here. Did they do any that's not Lord of the Rings, or is this all Lord of the Rings? I think it's all Lord of the Rings. Alright. Let's bring this puppy down. I don't want to counterspell. They can sacrifice that and get some life. Hang on, are they tapped out? I just have a gain haste, right? They're at 3? I was going to destroy the enchantment, but if they can bounce me, I'm slightly in trouble, but I was just going to destroy that. There you go. Okay, so they go get that. Should I have destroyed the enchantment instead? I've got haste there. All they did was throw a bunch of creatures in. Those creatures that they threw back in are not... Oh, no, they got rid of the fearful... the 3... Oh, they've got some... Okay, they got some direct damage spells. Okay. It's not over yet. That's a haste card. Ugh. Ugh! Suddenly they're awesome. What the heck? That was a quick change. Okay, so if I do... If I do this... do this, get rid of you. Good game. I can't really... I have to stop. Do they have something to just get rid of that? If they have another direct damage spell, I'm dead. I could have gotten down to 1. Up to 1 creature can't block. Okay, they were ready for it. Alright, they got me. See, they had the 5 energy. I don't know that there was a way for me to win that one. I kind of didn't get as much land as I wanted to, as fast as I wanted to there. We're not really getting much of the other cards, though. We did get Tpull Phoenix there, but too late to really do anything with it. Come on. Play. Hey, give me another match. Stingy game. Work faster. Blast you. Blast your hide. Oh, for anybody new, I don't think I bothered to mention a lot of stuff. I'm Travis. You're at Tpull's Corner. We play Magic Online all the time. I may someday give you a tour of some of the mobile games on my phone. That's something I've been playing around with. I'll just create a separate playlist for that. But if you're brand new, please like and subscribe. And if you've been around a while, just hit the like button. It doesn't take much effort. But here, right? You're here right now. Do you have something better to do than hit the like button? Anyway, I'm supposed to say that more than once, right? I'm supposed to say it at multiple points in the video. I usually just remember to say it once. I've got double of them. I don't need to kick everything, right? So they skip the milling stuff and they just put down the 2/2. They didn't bargain with that one. If I just go ahead and attack with this puppy. Are you willing to make a trade? They're not. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use all of our energy. We'll go get another. It looks like we need mostly red right now. Let's go ahead and get the tapped. I'm looking at the Clog and Warmonger here. There's, what do we have, like 3 dragons in here? The Clog and Warmonger, 3/2 with haste. When it attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library and reveal a dragon. These are Viashino warriors. They don't count as dragons. He knows we have that one. I guess we'll give him that. Attack! I expect to whiff on this. There's another. We have 2 of those. We have 2 of those in the deck. We don't have nearly enough dragons for that. This is part of the ongoing tiff I have with Wizards of the Coast. They don't like tutor cards, they say. Well, according to Mark Rosewater, at least the research and design section is not too keen on tutor cards. So they keep doing these variations. Look at the top in cards of your library to give us something. And that's supposed to be their fix. We'll go ahead and do this. There, we used up all of our energy to get a 3/3 when they put down a 5/5. And they just get another 5/5. I'll trade you. Fair trade. Can I do the kick? I can't do the kicker, so pass. He just got a 3rd one. Picking his teeth, picking his teeth. 3 gingerbread hunters in a row. Now they got plenty of food. They're just putting down the bramble. They're not bothering to mill. Although they could discard a card and bring it back. Do I block with that? I guess we let that through. I kind of need some of my battle cards to come up, my fight spells. Oh, they bargained it. They bargained it. Gained 3 life. Cost 2 less to cast because they did the bargain. Why did you bother bargaining if you had 2 extra anyway? That was actually a waste. They should have just paid the full. They just wasted a food artifact. Let's see. I can activate that. Can't I? Oh no, I can't. Yeah, let's just take it. I'm irritated. And all we do is get land. So he actually just flooded out. And we do have enough to pump that up once. Yet another one. And they used all the cards in their hand with 8 lands. We have 9 lands. They have 6 creatures, we have 5. So I guess if this was a creature instead of a land, we'd be even. Pass. We trade there. We trade there. And we trade... Where's the other one that's... Let me make sure I block... Get out of the way. Let me make sure I'm blocking the right one. I'm not double blocking one I've already blocked. And after all that, they still have a 6/6. And I've got, what, a 2/2? Alright. That gives me a 4/4. That one has trample, so I have to block over there. And I feel like they should have been doing more with these brambles. They should be discarding and bringing them back up. And there's a 2/4 with reach. They could attack with the brambles now. They should attack with the brambles because I really can't do anything against that. I can go ahead and sacrifice a land to draw a card. I have free energy to do that. These aren't enchantments, right? They're just elemental raccoons. That's artifact. I could make it choose that now and just force you to use it. No, they... Okay, never mind. I thought they could have spent their energy to get 3 life. What are we doing? Why are you not using your brambles? If they're not going to use their brambles, then I'm just going to attack. If they attack with just the Skybeast Tracker, I can block that. I could even kill it with a double block. If they're going to come in with the others... They did the mill finally. And Hamlet Glutton. What else do you have? Yeah, we got rid of 2 of those earlier. It's too late. The Elysian Caryatid came in too late. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 lands now. I don't really need mana generation anymore. Yeah, we're just gonna kill that. You can't kill that. You can just kill... Yeah, you can kill the 1/1. Then we're back to blocking the Trampler, right? This one's also a haste. It's 4/4 flying haste. It costs 7 instead of 6, and the only saving grace is it's got Convoke. I don't know. I guess that's an okay card. It's maybe not the best design for this deck. They're assuming that I could keep all these 1/1s, all of these other things that have been killed along the way, to help save on the summoning cost. A 6/7 now. Okay, that's not the best trade right now. Because you can only kill my 4/4. You can't kill 2 creatures, so I can still double block the Vanguard next. Well, if all we're going to do is flood out with land... then they can just... Oh, there we go. That should be game. That should be game right there. That's a nice card. Okay, all of our blocks have been pretty much dictated. There hasn't been much choice in this entire match. And they finally used the brambles. And we got another land. So, we're done. That felt mostly useless. I don't feel like the deck is designed well. Let's go in, instead of playing another match, let's go in and look at it one more time. And I've already exported it over to my decks. So I can sort of manipulate it a little bit more for you as we examine these things. Okay, we've got 27 creatures. It's kind of high on the creatures. 3.3 mana average, so it's still kind of expensive. Only 25 lands. Lots of 2-drops. Not that much in the way of 1-drops, and I like to hold those for the kicker anyway when I can. What do we got? If I'm used to getting these early, we did not get those early. That's supposed to help you ramp. None of that worked. There was no ramping. Tpull Phoenix also needs to sort of come out earlier and die for us to get use out of it. The only time it showed up was too late. Volcanic Dragons. I mean, we already have March of the Machines. It's only one more, and you can get rid of that easily with Convoke. So you can already get a 4/4 Flying Haste if you just get rid of the 2 Volcanic Dragons, switch them out for Shaven Branch Burners, and that's almost an equal switch right there. So that's kind of useless in terms of you're going to give us those for the dragons? Okay, we do have, that's a Phoenix, so that doesn't count. So we've got 2 of those, so we've got 4 dragons. Here's stuff that didn't come in. Surak and Goreclaw, 6/5 with Trample. Other creatures you control have Trample. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get a +1/+1 counter and it gains haste. That could have been a fun card. We got Furnace Strider once. We've seen the Ravenous Sailback. Okay, there's 2 more dragons, right? So we've got the Dragon Whelps from Dominaria. So we got 2, 4, 6 dragons. Ogre. This is the other one that... There we go. That's the Alchemy contingent right there. There's Rampaging Raptor. The Kolaghan Warmonger. 2 of those. You do not want only 6 dragons if you're going to put Kolaghan Warmonger and expect to use it and not whiff all the time. That's just crazy. Migla's Mage Crusher. Here's a good card that didn't come up. Samet, Visor of Nactamon. Again, First Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Again, not bad. Whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player, if the creature entered the battlefield this turn, draw a card. So you do have a lot of haste in this deck. And you do have some haste flyers. So an Ogre Battle Driver gives haste to other creatures, which there's other equivalents to that in Modern Standard, though. So again, that's a nice that's an Aftermath card for March of the Machines. So there's some stuff that kind of didn't come up, right? We got some of this other stuff. We got 3 Cosmic Hungers and 3 Epic Confrontations, and that's mostly, and then the 2 Colossal Growths for Battle Tactics, and that's our removal right there. It feels kind of weak to me. You got red and you didn't use any direct damage spells. You only used the fight spells. And having 2 Colossal Growths feels kind of weak as well. I don't know. They're mixing in. They've got Dominaria United. They got March of the Machines. They got Brothers War. They've got a mix of everything. But it doesn't feel like it congeals into a nice solid deck like what we're used to. So this feels like really weak construction to me. We'll go through the rest of the Premades over time. And I don't know if I want to rank them or what, but I really feel this one's like the bottom of the barrel compared to everything else I've seen so far. Go ahead and give me your comments on what you think of the way that they did this time, as far as making these alchemy decks, and what you might like to do to switch this up. Like I said, if you like the dragons, you could have the Shaven Branch Burners and just switch them out 2 for 2. Find somebody else that gives creatures haste. I mean, 3 other Monodorks is easy. And the only alchemy card is Tpull Phoenix, and then you put another dragon in or something if you're going to keep the Kolaghan Warmongers in, right? It's kind of weird. These are Viashinos there's an argument to be made that they should be part of the dragon type overall, but they didn't do it that way. Anyway, we'll go through these Premades over time, and we'll get through them one at a time, and we'll see what we like and don't like about them. We'll try and find ones that we do like to use. But in the meantime, go ahead and leave your comments. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.